Hi guys, today we're going to be working on this Drip Drop Manicure with some Halloween colors. As you can see, I'll be working on my Miracle mat, but if you don't have a mat, you can definitely use like a plastic lid like I use for the drip marbling, or even a thick plastic bag. And if you'd like to see how I did this, just stay tuned. The colors that I'm going to be using today are all from Orly. This is Liquid Leather, Orange Crush, Mint Mojito, and Charged Up. And on my nails, I still have my Fall Colors Drip Marble. And the Drip Drop style is quite similar to the Drip Marble, other than you don't actually move it around, you just let it dry with the circular pattern. So I'm going to start out with the black. And I'm just going to create a medium-sized area where I'm then going to drip out the colors. And you want a thick enough base that the other colors can move around, but not overly thick, because this is already going to take a long time to dry. Definitely longer than most kinds of decals because it's thicker. Next, I'm going to be moving on to the orange, and you just want to start dripping different size drops of polish into the black, and it'll kind of spread out as you go, and they kind of interact with each other and create a cool pattern. And I'll be doing black in between each color and just repeating it until I've covered this whole little strip, and then making some other strips so that I have enough to eventually cut up for all my nails. These decals have actually had 2 nights to dry because I was feeling rather poorly yesterday and didn't get around to doing my nails, so I'm hoping they're not too stiff to still be workable, but I'm just going to try and get this one started at the edge and peel it up. The edges are a little crispy, but the rest of it still is fairly flexible, as you can see. So I'm just going to pull up the others and then cut them into nail-sized pieces. Just a quick note before I apply my base coat that I am quite aware my patches are in really poor shape on these couple nails, even worse on my right hand. Usually I would repair them, but I kind of don't feel like redoing my patches, so I think after this manicure I'm probably going to cut my nails down, like really short, because a couple of these breaks are quite low. So I'll be posting a before and after picture on my Instagram. There's a link to that down in the information box if you're not already following me there. And now I'm going to do my base coat, and I'll be using Ready for Takeoff as usual, which is a peel-off base coat. Even as old as they are, the decals came up pretty nicely, but I did rip a couple of them, so I'm going to be using liquid vinyl rather than a clear to stick them, just in case I have any other little issues. hopefully that will camouflage it. So I'm going to put down a layer of that, and then get a hold of this decal here. These are a little thicker than the drip marble decals, which I think I mentioned earlier, but should still apply to the nail fairly easily. Like that. So, in this case, I'm trying to line up the side and the bottom, so I only have one edge that I really need to trim. But since they are a little stiffer and a little bit more difficult to work with, I want that black base to dry a little more to hold it in place better before I get to trimming the edges. So I'm going to apply them on all my nails, trim them on all my nails, and then clean up all my nails. I did end up using my cuticle nippers rather than the sharp end of my nail implement to trim the sides, but overall I think these cleaned up pretty well, and I'm going to finish off with Seche Feet. So here's the finished manicure, and I think my camera may pick it up a little better with a dark background. I really like the way it turned out, even though I made it a little harder on myself by waiting an extra day and the decals getting a little stiffer than I'd really prefer to work with. But I just really wasn't feeling up to it yesterday, so I'm sorry that this isn't up early enough to really do it for your own Halloween manicure, but there's always next year, or you can certainly switch it out for different colors. I'm not actually sure at what point purple and green became included with orange and black for Halloween colors, but for some reason, maybe it's just the holiday spirit, I really like the way the combination looks. So I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments, of course. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I'll probably squeeze in a couple of Thanksgiving designs, and I'm already starting to plan my 12 days of Christmas. I figure if I cut my nails off now, they'll have plenty of time to grow back by the end of December. And until then, I'll be doing some obviously short nail designs, so stay tuned for that. I hope you all had, or have, depending on what time zone you're in, a safe and happy Halloween. And as always, thanks for watching.